Saglit lang po ito, mga kapatid. Musta? Mahilig. Alright. Shoutout po sa lahat na nandyan. Sandali lang po. Okay guys, pansin niyo po, wala po tayong sounds. At tayo po kinaka-copyright ni Lolo. Start tayo, Detroit Pistons. Wow, spray na agad ako. Paktay. Alright.
Happy Halloween and welcome to an all-new episode of NBA 2K TV. One game day is in the books and we have our first 16 contenders for the My Team Unlimited Tournament. If you did make it this time, you'll have another chance coming up on November 27th. One familiar face did make it through, and that's Ty Diva, the reigning champ. And we caught up with him last week to see how he plans to repeat that victory.
What is good, yo? It's your boy Ty.
Ty, congratulations is in order because you qualified for game day 1 for the My Team Unlimited Tournament on current gen. Welcome back to 2K TV.
Thank you, I appreciate it. I'm glad to be here. I'm glad I qualified, and I appreciate it.
How'd you feel on game day?
And this year, it's a little more pressure because you got both next gen, new gen, and current gen. So this game day 1 felt a little bit different than past years. You want to definitely qualify week 1. So I was excited to get to play.
So you qualified on current gen. Are you going to go for qualification for new gen?
That's the goal. So qualifying on current gen was my main goal. Once that was accomplished, qualifying on the new gen is the next goal. So then you have double the opportunity in a sense. So yeah, that's kind of my primary focus right now.
But did it add to the pressure at all, knowing that you had to qualify on this game day to go for both?
It did a little bit because, I mean, you have 4 chances to qualify. So previously it was, okay, as long as I get 1 out of 4, you're fine. And I know I didn't qualify the first time last year, so it's like, okay, it's fine. You still got 3 more opportunities. Now it's like if you don't qualify the first time, you got 3 more opportunities to qualify twice. So it's a lot more pressure if you don't qualify as far as that first game.
Are there any thoughts for other qualifiers on game day number 1? Anybody that you're looking at as competition?
Well, the guy I matched with in the finals last year on new gen Splash, obviously I'm excited because some of the current gen qualifiers with me, like Thomas qualified, Chris Evans qualified, G. Rusty, an incredible dude, qualified as well. So definitely some good opponents. On new gen right now, I will say I don't think I'm quite to the level I need to be. So, you know, Splash on new gen right now is looking pretty good.
Hello,
We talked to him
hello!
the other week. He was
Shout out to
excited
you,
that
Jennifer Trades,
we're
Mr.
game
Bro, long time no
day.
see!
So let's talk about your lineup. We've got
Salamat sa
Isaiah
pagpasyal!
Thomas, we've got
Thank
Vince
you!
Carter, we've got Grant Hill, we've got
Okay guys, simulan natin!
And those will be our starters. Some intriguing matchups on the floor tonight. Sit tight. We'll be back in just a moment. Put down the candy and get ready for basketball. It's Halloween night. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Brian Anderson here alongside my colleagues, Grant Hill and Chris Webber. Allie LaForce, our reporter. Hey, Allie.
Brian, thanks. Kyrie Irving has settled in Brooklyn.
Wise words, Allie. Thank you for that. And here in October, we have a little indication of what may be coming in the East. You take a look at the Nets, and they've got the top spot in the conference, a testament to their hard work all year long. And check it out, the Pistons, 3.5 games behind.
Right now, for Detroit, they really have failed to deliver this year. Even when they do get a little something going, it never just seems to be enough.
No, and it's frustrating. It's frustrating to everyone. The players, the coaches, the fans. I mean, there was the idea that they might struggle, but now reality is set in.
A look at the starting group for the Pistons.
Our Rangers, shout out to you!
Cunningham is out there with Jackson,
dito
and
po
it's
ay...
Stewart in at center.
Yes,
And for
tiyak na
Brooklyn,
nga.
the superstar
Hello,
trio
basta,
on
basta.
the floor together. Irving and Harden the guards, Durant on the wing. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge, and it's Big Cat in at the power forward position. Brooklyn with the ball, fresh off a win against the Pacers.
Talk about strong offensive production. They went out, played to their strengths, and were successful as a result.
And as long as you do that, you put yourself in a good position to win, no matter if you're home or away.
Here's
Salamat
Jackson,
sa pagpasyal,
following the
our
bucket by the
Rangers!
Nets. Here's Bay. Here's Stewart, another shot. Kevin Durant with a rebound. Here's Big Cat. He's covered by Bay. And Aldridge with the slam. Basketball on Halloween night. Always a spirited affair. Grant, serious question here. Now, when you look back, which costume got you the most treats, partner?
Of course. That's easy, B.A. I had the Michael Jackson
hey.
Thriller jacket. I went as Michael Jackson. I got all the candy. And I threw in a moonwalk as well. Just taking it right to the rim. And no one was there to greet him.
Yeah, very little resistance. You had to bring much faster help than that. The bench was ready to erupt. Instead, look at them. They hide their faces in their top.
Pass to Cunningham. Over Irving. And it's Cunningham missing. The Nets have gone 2 of 4 so far. To the middle. And stolen by Bay.
Ay!
And around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. To the paint. That's tipped. Here's Stewart. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Stewart's gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Here's Aldridge. Count it. Good.
Such a nice touch on the ball from Aldridge. He knows exactly how much power to put on the inside shot.
For Detroit, they've gone 3 of 7 so far. From 11 feet away. Tipped. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Durant with the bucket.
KD makes those look way easier than they are.
The Pistons trailing. And here's Jackson. He chipped in with 13 points in his last game. And now the Nets on the break. Throws it up high. And then Aldridge with the dunk.
Oh, that's impactful defense right there. Finding a steal and instantly turning it into offense.
And the Pistons shooting just 38% so far in this one. And KD always in the debate over who's the top dog in this league.
And what's interesting is he doesn't really want any part of that discussion. He said, one thing I told myself, don't worry about who people say is the best player. Blocking out distractions is key to achieving greatness.
Shot is off. The Pistons have gone 4 of
Shout
9 in
out
this one
our
so far. Pass
Rangers!
to
Basta
Jackson.
kuya, okay lang bro. Balita
That
dyan,
one is
balita.
off. Oh, excellent D there from Harden. The Nets have gone 5 of 8. Solid opening quarter for them. To the left wing. Irving for 3. And Cunningham pulls it down.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
Ha, it doesn't make it easy, does it?
Hey, guys, it's clear, though. He's truly showing off his athleticism, and D can't give him these opportunities.
And a new group getting ready for the Pistons. Brooklyn has gone 0 for 3 from downtown. Three-pointer, Harden. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
And Harden's pull-up jumper is just ridiculous. So quick, so lethal.
Here's Joseph. Gets some space and parries the jumper.
The timing couldn't have been better on that assist.
For Brooklyn, they've got 6 of 10 attempts to fall. Harden to pass to Harris. Over Diallo. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
Meet your point guard. Harden stirs the drink for you as effectively as he scores.
Here's Lee. He's guarded by Mills. And it's blocked by Harden. And that one's good. Stewart.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. And this is their first time matched up with the Pistons this year.
And it's no surprise they won the season series last year. They put more talent on the floor.
And we'll see what, or if anything has changed this year. Maybe it's still a matchup of the haves and have-nots. Or maybe the playing field's a little more even.
And if you want to know which players had the most success from distance last season, here they are. Number 1, Joe Harris.
Distance shooters are so accurate these days. It's a real honor to have topped that list.
Here's Big Cat, guarded by Olynyk.
He's shaking the hoop. He's actually shaking the whole building.
Oh, what a slam. Look here, the fans going crazy right now.
Huwag ko muna, buddy ko. Maya ako watch ulit. See you po. Okay, alright, thank you ha. Salamat. Ingat dyan, ingat. Stay safe.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Patrick Mills. That's his first foul of the game. Here's Lee, defended by Griffin. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Steven Lee, shooting 2.
Second free throw, no good. Brooklyn's gone only 1 of 4 from three-point land. Here's Big Cat, and he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Oh, it's all about the assist on that play. He puts it in the perfect spot.
Diallo outside. Pass to Stewart. Inside. And that one's good. Olynyk.
Gifted scorer around the rim. Olynyk can finish over either shoulder, and he's got great touch.
Over to the left wing. Here's Big Cat. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
At the line.
That's on Isaiah Stewart.
Stepping to the line with 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Oh, he's never rattled at the strike. Always has that nice soft touch on his free throws.
Knocked loose. Pass to Diallo. There's 25 seconds left in the opening quarter. Here's Olynyk, pounded by Harris. 5 to shoot. The shot by Olynyk, no good. The Nets with a lead.
Wait, steal.
Here's Joseph. Lays it up and banks it in. Joseph has gotten his second bucket of the game.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half. And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
Yeah, that's why he's hot. He's playing with a lot of confidence. That's why they're going to him with such consistency.
Well, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Nets out in front. They're up by 5. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2.
Alright guys, shoutout ulit sa inyo lahat.
And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Brooklyn.
Wow, they're just a team in sync right now. Their passion in the first half has been outstanding.
I also like what they've done on the fast break in their first half tonight. They're taking it to them.
Setting the floor for Detroit. Inside, Grant and Olynyk. Corey Joseph out there with Saban Lee. And it's Diallo in at the small forward.
Well, this is what Griffin gives you. Excellent vision, excellent decision-making with the ball in his hands.
You know, Blake Griffin's NBA career certainly didn't have humble beginnings. I mean, he won the slam dunk contest and Rookie of the Year in his debut season. He really hit the ground running.
Pass to Graham. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Joseph. Let's go with a 3. Griffin pulls down the board. Here's Big Cat, covered by Diallo. A nice shot by Big Cat. And while Blake Griffin's career certainly got off to a hot start, Grant, he's also managed to remain a dominant force over the years.
No question. He's a guy who can get it done. Points, rebounds, assists, anything you need. He's a great example of an enduring talent.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks, Brian. Jeremy Grant, the 39th pick back in 2014, has become a leader for the Pistons. He said, "I'm enjoying it. I want to be a lot better, and I want to keep growing. I don't want to be stagnant. I just want to embrace the role and help the team get better from here."
Well, he's got all the tools to be a complete player, Allie, no question. And Detroit has possession, following the bucket by the Nets. Here's Lee. He's guarded by Mills. Basket's good. Timeout called. Brooklyn. And Grant, you were named co-rookie of the year alongside Jason Kidd back in '95. Something that's only happened 3 times in NBA history.
Yeah, I'm still bitter about that. I was robbed. Jason knows that. Everyone knows that. Nah, Jason and I, we are good friends. We joke about this all the time, but it was really an honor to share this award with someone of his caliber. Really one of the true greats to ever play in the NBA. But I was still robbed.
For the Pistons. Bay, he's checked in for Diallo. Jackson comes in for Joseph. And Cunningham subbed in for Lee. Brooklyn has got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game. Irving for 3. The shot comes out. The Pistons go the other way with it. Their last game, a win against the Magic, looking to carry it into this one.
Yeah, they left it all on the court in that game. It was obvious what the overtime win meant to them after the buzzer sounded.
Jackson against Harris. Durant, the pass to Aldridge. Back to Durant. Launches it.
Hey.
They grab their own miss. Pass to Harris. Goes back up. And can't get it to go. Now 1 of 2. Detroit has gone 1 of 2 from downtown here in the second. To the inside. And it's Bay. That time on the assist by Cunningham.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Millsap outside. Harris passes to Millsap. Pass to Durant. Shot clock at 6. The 3 is up. And the three-pointer goes. Durant's got 5.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Here's Cunningham. Brooklyn with the board. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. They host the Hawks after this one. Irving, the pass to Durant. Down low. Aldridge with the bucket. Give him 8.
You know, we don't often talk enough about KD's playmaking. I mean, he's a team player. He loves hitting his open guys.
To the inside. An open look for Irving. And he wills that one in. Sinking it right through the back of the iron. Irving's got his first basket.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
That scores. I mean, it's a smart strategy so far. It's paying off in this game.
A great job to establish position and square up.
Stewart, he's checked in for Olynyk. Pass to Harris. Inside. Again gets it to go. He can't miss. 5 for 5.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
Yeah. Horrible effort. It appears they may be on the brink of giving up.
Durant finds Irving. That's good. And so Durant with the assist. Durant's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Great hustle from Irving in the paint, outworking the D. Trying to find Detroit.
Detroit calls timeout.
Things just aren't going their way. He clearly wants to talk it over.
Well, the defensive intensity has to pick up, and I'm sure coach is going to let them know that.
Looking at the best in free throw shooting last year in the NBA. Kyrie Irving is 4th.
Very steady at the line. He's a guy who isn't rattled easily, and that shows in his free throw shooting numbers.
There's a minute 40 left in the second. On up the court. And that one's good from Millsap on the assist by Durant. And the Nets lead by 19. For Detroit, they've got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. Here's the teardrop, and that one's good. Cunningham. Cunningham's got his second basket on the night.
That's just great touch. The teardrop, well, that's all about feel.
You know, Cade Cunningham has proven he can get it done on offense. Now check this out. Back in college, he racked up 13 points in just 91 seconds of play.
And the shot goes. 19 points in the game.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
The Pistons have gone 4 for 7 in the second quarter. And there's the foul. It'll go on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul.
First team foul. Now, into the lineup for the Pistons. Amadou Diallo. Saban Lee.
54 seconds left in the first half of this game.
Dunk
by Jackson.
That's just the product of good pass work. I mean, nice team basketball right there.
Brooklyn has gotten 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game. Here's Durant. Yes, and a nice assist from Harden. Durant's got 7.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
Jackson against Millsap. Back to Lee. 6 to shoot. Drives to the hoop. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
But it's a lazy effort. Let's just be honest. Hoping the shooter misses, that doesn't constitute defense.
He drops yet another dive, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Jackson, the pass to Stewart. Jackson against Harden. Here's Jackson. Pulls it in from the elbow. That one goes. Count it. Jackson's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
Some defenses are designed to yield the mid-range shot. For him, that's a good look.
And so it...
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. Their biggest lead in the first, 5 points. They just exploded in the second quarter, grabbing the momentum and running with it. Basket after basket, and they played stingy defense. Now they've got a halftime lead that's going to be very difficult to erase. Kenny, your thoughts on the Nets' first half?
Well, they went downtown and threw a party. And fortunately, we were all invited. The key is that shooters weren't afraid to pull the trigger on open looks. And it's a blowout right now.
Shaq, what you think about the Pistons?
It's their defense that's put them in this spot. Giving up easy looks all over the place. Like they don't have even a game plan in place. Check out the field goal percentage they've allowed. Well, that's not going to cut it. I don't even want to talk about it.
Second half of our Halloween broadcast going. Brooklyn with the ball. The superstar trio on the floor together. Irving and Harden the guards, Durant on the wing. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge, and it's Big Cat in at the 4. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Here's Cunningham to the paint. Here's Stewart, and finished off by Stewart.
Doing what he can to help shrink the deficit, but it has to be a team effort.
Brooklyn has gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. Here's Big Cat. Wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark. The Pistons on offense, down by 15. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Well, there's an annual survey of NBA executives. Going into last season, the Pistons were selected for worst offseason. But with the promise of their young players, guys, some optimism that the rebuild in the Motor City is off to a strong start.
Physical, defensive-minded, Allie. That's Detroit basketball, isn't it?
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. And that was our AT&T 5G Slam Can. Sauce. And there's the foul. It'll go on Kyrie Irving. That's foul number 2 for him. Griffin, he's checked in for Aldridge.
Blake Griffin.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Pass to Bay. Rebounded by the Nets.
Oh, gritty defense. Protecting the rim at all costs against a guy who has all sorts of ways to finish.
Big Cat shot is off.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
And the Nets making a change here. Harris is checked in. Olenek's checked in for the Pistons. Joseph comes in for Jackson. Here's Cunningham. He's guarded by Irving. Off the left rim and out. Brooklyn has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Pass to Big Cat. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
He's their go-to. They keep calling his number, and he delivers.
To the middle. Here's Grant. Good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Inside Grant's agility helps him beat the D. He's able to work around the other guys.
You look back at the 2014 NBA draft, some of the best players of that class were second-round picks, including Jeremy Grant. Becoming a premier two-way wing, Grant was a steal going 39th overall to Philly. You want to run your offense through him, a reliable scoring option.
Pass to Grant. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Made. And it's Harris with the rebound. In addition to Jeremy Grant, there were a bunch of great selections in that 2014 second round.
Tell me about it. I mean, how about all-star Nikola Jokic? Probably the best player in the draft was a second-rounder. Throw in Joe Harris, Spencer Dinwiddie, Jordan Clarkson, Dwight Powell, amongst the others. I mean, just showing that you can find talent late in drafts.
And stolen by Irving. Here's Big Cat. He's covered by Grant. Here's the three. And the net's another three.
They're making it look easy out there, just having fun.
Well, they're playing well as a unit, taking shots they know they can make and building this lead.
Pass to Cunningham. Lets a floater go. Olynyk. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, I love that aggressiveness from Olynyk. I mean, he can create his own offense. I mean, we all know that, but that time with a little cleanup work.
Here's Big Cat. 27 points for him.
A lot of damage from three-point range in the first half, but so far in the second, he hasn't done a thing.
Down low. Cuts off the pass. To the inside. And there's Griffin. That's good. On the assist by Harden. Harden's got 5 assists in the game. Detroit calls timeout.
If they're talking their huddle, it's going to be about taking care of the basketball. I mean, their turnover numbers are terrible.
T-shirt. Come on, everybody. We got T-shirts for everybody.
Coming onto the court. Come on. Get loud for score. Brooklyn X. And your Brooklyn X.
Changes for Brooklyn. Millsap, he's checked in for Griffin. And it's Mills in for Irving. Diallo's checked in for the Pistons. Lee comes in for Joseph. Here's Cunningham. He has 6. And there's a whistle. That'll go on Paul Millsap. That's his first foul. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
Oh my, and that was textbook defense. Positioning himself well to send it back.
Pass to Olynyk. Jacks up a 3. On target from range. Olynyk's got 5 points now in the quarter.
One of those guys who combines the body of a big man in the game of a guard. Olynyk can get it done on the perimeter.
Big Cat shot is off.
Not the most productive quarter he'll ever have, but his shot selection's been a little bit dubious.
Puts it up from 12. Lee misses. The Nets have gotten 6 of their first 12 shots to drop in this third. To the paint. Right with a steal. Oh, stolen by Harden. He takes it in. Count it. Harden's got 8. And now we get a little perspective here on how the hustle game has been for the Nets.
They played a heads-up brand of basketball this entire game, and they got the steal.
I'll tell you something else. The points they've scored on the fast break tonight have been a major factor. Ooh, putting on a show for the fans. Going up for the
Oh, that had a little extra sauce on it, Grant.
Pistons substitutions. Isaiah Stewart. Josh Jackson.
Unable to get the ball in bounds, and they got called for a 5-second violation.
That's one of the few mistakes they've made tonight. They've limited turnovers. That's helped them grow this lead and keep it.
50 seconds left in the third quarter.
You know, they say there are no easy finishes in the NBA, but that should be easy.
Pass to Harden. There's the triple. Can't get it to drop. The Pistons shooting 55% for the game so far. Inside, here's Stewart. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Stewart's gotten 4 this quarter.
He's really carrying the load, but no man can do it all by himself.
The Nets have gotten 7 of 14 attempts to fall in the half. Fires the 3, sinks the tray. And the Nets lead by 21.
His teammates keep getting him the ball in his favorite spots. He's done a lot for his shooting this year.
Jackson drawing the double team. Stewart finds Jackson. We've got 13 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Back to Stewart. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Stolen by Millsap. Here's Big Cat. And it's in! Oh! Nails the buzzer beater! Are you kidding?
Great job ending the quarter on a high note.
Great job of getting the look before the horn sounded and gaining some momentum.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets ending the period up by a staggering 23 points. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere.
Alright guys, shout out to you, Pinoy Video.
Let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Makes it a tough play to defend because you also have to guard against him taking it himself.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. And Detroit, let's look at who they've got. Amadou Diallo out there with Kelly Olynyk. Then it's Isaiah Stewart. Then there's Saban Lee. And it's Jackson in at the shooting guard position. Here's Harden. After the Pistons picking up a basket just moments ago. Here he goes.
Filthy. I mean, just the arena is stunned.
He's got a deep bag of tricks to dig into. Well, Chris, the max salaries can now reach as much as $50 million a year. Now, we don't want to count other people's money, but those are some pretty good checks.
Oh, yeah. I'm not hating on it because the more successful the league is, the more entertained fans like myself are going to be. $50 million a season? Kudos to them.
He gets it in there. He's got 36 points.
Clutch buckets. He's paving the way as they hit the home stretch.
Got a piece of it. And it's going to be out of bounds. Detroit will have another go. Here's Lee. Jackson on the wing. Shot clock at 5. And Durant with the block.
Yeah, and we've seen Durant really improve as a defender, using his impressive length to block some shots.
Big finish right there. He destroyed the rim. That's how. You have to be kidding me.
Wow, that's how you take things into your own hands. Detroit calls timeout.
Come on, I want to hear you. You, let's go.
group getting ready for the Pistons. Lyles, he's checked in for Olynyk. Jackson comes in for Diallo. Magruder, he's checked in for Jackson. And Joseph is subbed in for Lee. Here's Joseph with the 10-footer. And it's Irving with a rebound.
I'll tell you what, they rebounded the ball tremendously well.
And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half of this fourth quarter. Kicks it out to Jackson. Clock at 6. And off target. He starts the game 0 for 1. The Nets have gone a perfect 3 for 3 here in the fourth. And Griffin gets it to go.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Yeah, and it hasn't just been the offensive output. They're putting in the work at the defensive end as well.
Here's Joseph. Pass to Stewart. And that's basket number 9 for him. He's 9 for 10.
Oh, that's just a terrific night for him from the floor, making almost everything he looks at.
Brooklyn calls timeout. And Grant, throughout your career, you mostly played in the smaller markets. Do you think the league is doing enough to help them compete?
I think so. I mean, look, Milwaukee just won a championship. An incredible season they had last year. I think they're doing the right thing between revenue sharing, the salary cap, the luxury tax. And remember, the players' union will always favor freedom of movement for its players.
For Brooklyn, they've got all 4 shots to go in this final quarter. To the inside, Cousins. That one no good. Some solid defense from Stewart. On the wing, Durant. Shoots over Jackson. That one rolls around and rims out.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
No, you're right. He'd take that 10 out of 10 times.
Here's Durant driving to the basket. And it's slammed in by Durant.
And you see those long strides of Durant eating up ground in the hurry.
Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Pass to Stewart. To the middle. Magruder, no good. The Nets have gotten 5 of their 7 shots to fall in this final quarter. Brown.
Detroit foul. Corey Joseph. His first foul. First team foul. At the line, shooting for Brooklyn. Bruce Brown.
Free throw good. Brown. And some have said the pandemic increased the league's interest in a potential expansion. Grant, is that something you'd like to see?
You know, I wouldn't mind that at all. I mean, it just speaks to the league continuing to be popular and continuing to grow throughout the world. So we all know there'd be a hefty expansion fee, but there's some great markets out there that love the game of basketball and would really embrace the team. You know, one city that comes to mind, Seattle. So maybe it'll happen. I'm hoping it does.
Yeah, he's such a great player. I love seeing Kyrie Irving find his open teammates with the whip of pass.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
One of the few guys in the league who make a lead pass like that. Oh, just a fantastic look.
Hayes is checked in for the Pistons.
Rodney Magruder with 1 shot.
Free throw, no good. And see, Webb, you had such a well-rounded game, especially for a big man in your era. How do you think your game influenced big men that are playing today?
Well, I definitely see parts of my game and a lot of guys that play today. And hopefully the fact that, I proved that as a big man, you can step up, you can ball handle, you can pass, you can just be a player. But hopefully that allows them a little bit of freedom to do their thing, because these players today are great. Even if I see parts of my game in there, man, they're doing the work and they're taking the game to the next level.
Oh boy, looks like he was injured there.
And man, this really doesn't look good. And just the way it happened.
I'm not a doctor, but nothing about that play screams minor injury. Obviously, this could be a real concern.
Claxton, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Now here's Durant. On the wing, Durant. 6 to shoot. Driving in. And it's slammed in by Durant.
You want no part of that when Durant gets speed going at the rim. Stepping in the way is a fast track to ending up on a poster.
The Pistons have gone 4 for 10 in the fourth. To the paint. Here's Magruder. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup.
Nice pass. I mean, putting in work on the interior. Gotta love it.
Right side Durant. Down low. Here's Cousins. And Cousins throws it down.
Oh, and you know Kevin Durant commands so much attention coming off the pick, and rightfully so. But then the court vision and passing, he just leaves the D helpless.
And stolen by Irving. Oh, there's the alley. And stolen by Hayes. To the paint. Here's Magruder. Claxton with a rebound. The Nets have gone 8 of 11 from the field in the fourth.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Nets.
A pair of tremendous rebounding teams. Oh, my goodness! Cocked it back and fired it home.
What a nasty finish.
The phenomenal athleticism from Durant. Man, he's just a tenacious dunker who spikes it in.
Hayes with it. Durant covering. Here's Magruder. And he banks it.
Assist Killian Hayes.
And the top pick in this year's draft, Cade Cunningham. Grant, I heard some insiders compare you to him. You like those comparisons?
Well, he's 6'8" with skill, sees the floor, I think approaches the game the right way. Maybe not the leaper I was, but tremendously talented, and I'm so eager to see how he develops. He's got a bright future in front of him.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Redick comes in for Durant, and it's Mills in for Kyrie Irving. There's 45 seconds left in the final quarter. Hayes inside, defended by Brown. Hayes misses. Outside, Brown. Pass to Cousins. Back to Brown. Now, Cousins. Stewart defends. Here's Claxton. And here's Mills for three. The shot off that time. Here's Magruder. Lyles down low. He's guarded by Mills. Pass to Lyles. So we see the Nets taking the W here. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate.
Katie, you were able to clamp down defensively as the game wore on. What was the key there?
Well, we stayed patient. We could touch the shots. They hit some tough ones early on. And I think in the pick and roll, we made a solid adjustment. And we turned that around. Coach made a great adjustment, and we was able to get rebounds and go.
The patience was so important. It paid off. Thanks, Katie.
Allie, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Chris Webber.
Okay, guys. Last game po tayo. And shout out to you, Roy Tarlac. And next game is Atlanta Hawks. Mukhang matatalo tayo dito. Nako po, 46 weeks. Okay guys, last game.
Alright. So what was your strategy?
My personal strategy is speed the tempo up, play good defense, force turnovers, and try to force some early quits. Problem with that is it kind of can form bad habits if you do play a very good player, right? Because then you sometimes throw yourself out of position. So it's all just about the balance of that.
Any differences that you've seen for the My Team Unlimited tournament this year as opposed to past years?
I think this year, well, first of all, points were harder to score this year, so you're going to see the qualifying scores lower this year than in past years. And then the difference between new gen and current gen, right? Because previously, everybody on Xbox was competing for those 4 spots. Now everybody on Xbox is basically broken in half. So I don't want to say you have double the chance to qualify, but the whole player base is basically cut in half. So realistically, mathematically speaking, you should have about double the chance to qualify on whatever game you're trying to.
We got to get your thoughts on NBA 2K22. How have you liked the game? Have you noticed a difference in gameplay? What's been your favorite parts of the game so far?
So I think the big thing with 2K22, obviously, it's been different for me because you have to get good at 2 gens, but current gen wise, I like current gen last year, the speed glitches of the game, and basically current gen this year is the game from last year, but a better version of it, and I like the movement last year. I think defense on current gen for me fits my playstyle. Now the new gen from last year is more comparable to new gen this year. Defensively, it's going to still take me some time to get used to, but I love the game so much. I really have had a lot of fun with the game so far, and like I said, I'm super excited to try to get really good on new gen now.
So when we're looking forward to game day number 2, are there any changes that you're looking to make in your player cards, or maybe switch out your lineups?
Right, so I mean, that's like 5.5 or 6 weeks away, so I'm guessing we're gonna get some incredible new content from now until then. So I mean, as far as cards that might stay the same, I mean, Carmelo Anthony probably might still be in the lineup somewhere, but I'm guessing there's gonna be a lot of changes with all the new content drops coming up.
What do you do to get ready for game day?
I'm kind of one of those superstitious people that I gotta do the same thing over and over again. So my typical thing is I wake up about 8, go work out, and I always have to have a smoothie right after I work out. And I never drink smoothies, but I always have to have one right after I work out and in preparation for game.
Strawberry banana or your protein smoothie?
Okay guys, start tayo. Last game.
Bad yard. Man in the middle. 6 up.
Shout out to you, comedy.
Hello, everyone. Proud to be before we get.
Well, thanks, Kevin.
You already do. You and he are winning players. David, thank you. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. And in at the forward positions, Hunter and Collins. Bogdan Bogdanovic is out there with Wright, and it's Capella in at the center filling out the middle. And for the Nets, and the big 3 out on the perimeter. Irving the 1, Harden at the 2, and Durant the 3. Aldridge out there with Paul Millsap. Greg, you were drafted 12th overall. Talk about early expectations as a first-round pick.
Well, you know, everyone wants to see what you got. In reality, also, you want to see what you have against the best players in the world. So it'll take some time, though, to adapt to the speed of the game. But ultimately, it's about going out and competing.
Here's Wright, following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Here's Bogdanovic. Good work there as it goes.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
Harden scanning the floor. Offline with his 3. And it's the Hawks ball. We play just over a minute here in the first. Right, the pass to Bogdanovic. And the call will be against LaMarcus Aldridge. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Irving against Wright. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the content.
What you appreciate about DeMar Wright is he knows his role, and he's willing to star in his role. And the other part about it is he's been committed to his own development.
Griffin's checked in for LaMarcus Aldridge.
And lost his touch right there. Didn't see that coming. Usually, when he's hot, he stays hot.
Back to Irving. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Durant, the pass to Griffin. And Wright pulls it down.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Pass to Hunter from past the arc. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
A very consistent three-point shooter. Hunter shoots it well from there because of how confident he is. Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
And finish off by Collins.
Right. If you're DeLon Wright, you've got to be willing to set your teammates up. What a pass. On time, on target.
It's exciting to think about how much more John Collins might grow as a player. His shooting is obviously strong, but he's always working towards reaching that next level as a player. Making the most of the screen, that's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
Greg, when you think about areas where John Collins is sharpening his game, the defensive end of the floor jumps to mind.
Yeah, and Kevin, that defense is something he's working on, and he's already made big strides. I know he's ready to put in the work to reach his ultimate potential. Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
A shot by KD. No good.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Wright dishes to Capella. Lead pass was put in just the right spot.
And defenders have to be mindful of Capella. His length and strength can be a problem down low.
KD on the wing. Griffin trying to get open. And it's Durant. That time on the assist by Harden. Durant's got 7 points in the game. And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks. Now the backstory of Clint Capella is interesting, as he was only the second player, Greg, from Switzerland to make it to the NBA.
Yeah, Kevin, you don't think of basketball right away when you think of Switzerland, but the game has grown so much in Europe over the years. Guys like Capella, who might have gone into soccer at one point, are now gravitating towards hoops.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Millsap. Joe Harris comes in for Kevin Durant. It's Mills in for Kyrie Irving.
Well, this is the court awareness that Joe Harris gives you. He is so skilled at realizing how to give his teammates an open look.
Molinari pass to Okongwu, and that one drops.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now, here is Harden. A nice shot by Griffin.
And while his ability to score gets so much attention, Harden demonstrating why he's also regarded as an elite level passer.
Williams with the ball, covered by Mills. It's tipped. Here's Okongwu. That shot off the mark. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Atlanta.
And they really took care of business against this group last year, winning the season series.
Now here's Griffin. Drives to the hoop. So they take the lead.
And he's really been working to get those looks, and it's starting to pay off here early on.
And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. Trailing by 2. Molinari dishes to Okongwu. And Griffin sends it back. Guys, this offense very effective.
And guys, the defense has been no match. They've just picked them apart.
And there's the pass to Harris.
Ay,
This is the 3. For Atlanta, they've gone 7 of 13, just over 50% from the floor. Some good looks. To the inside. And Okongwu slams it in.
So far, both teams scorching the nets. You gotta love it.
Well, you love it when you can get off to a fast start offensively. You hate it, though, when your opponent does the same.
It's just so difficult to guard the beard without fouling. Harden is constantly seeking out contact.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And he deserves a lot of credit for what he was able to do at the line last year. 86% from the stripe.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
Williams kicks to Gallinari.
Oh, hey!
Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist.
Well, just tremendous quickness and great release by Danilo Gallinari. Catch and shoot is easy money for him.
And the jam by Harden.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finish hard with two hands on that stuff. 1 second left. The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. Nets lead by 1. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Brooklyn.
Really some great drives to the basket here early on for these guys.
I think the other thing they've had going for them is their passing. Plenty of their baskets have come off assists.
And so in the game for the Hawks, on the wings, Furter and Reddish. Gallinari is out there with Okongwu, and it's Williams at the 1 spot. And they recover it. Down low, here's Herter. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. The Nets with the lead. It's deflected. Harden outside. The Nets working the ball around now. Griffin's shot is off. Atlanta shooting well, 50% from the floor. Herter passes to Reddish. Here's Herter, guarded by Harden. Pass to Williams. Gallinari against Aldridge. Second chance effort. Goes up again. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on LaMarcus Aldridge.
Yeah, the defender all over.
The Hawks shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. That one is off. And you know a thing or two about being a floor general. It's no longer just a traditional guard role.
Not at all. Now there are point forwards, even point centers. And an offense doesn't have to run through the backcourt anymore. You look at guys like LeBron and Jokic, it's a different game.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Paul Millsap's checked in for Griffin. Kevin Durant comes in for James Harden. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Patty Mills. White dishes to Bogdanovich. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Bogdanovich has got 7.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Now here's Durant. Harris outside. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Irving. That's it, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Atlanta Hawks are back. Last season, they won the Southeast Division for the first time in 6 seasons. With quality players at every position, things are starting to gel. Trae Young said, "This feels good. We just have a lot of belief in each other." As they are poised to be good for a long time.
Well, they've clearly made the turn, David. Thanks. Here's Capella.
And how about his athleticism for a big man? Capella is able to make plays above the rim.
Outside Durant. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. 2 points. That one goes.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
And the great thing about Durant, he gives you a lot of everything.
Yeah, it goes way beyond being versatile. This guy is a great shooter, an elite historical scorer. rebounder, passer, shot blocker, one of the most complete players in the history of the game.
And that one's good. Hunter.
Man, this is why Hunter's been so efficient. He takes good shots and makes them consistent.
Irving passes to Aldridge. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
It's tough to hide your communications. Teams go to great lengths to try to do it, but sometimes to no avail.
DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Brooklyn. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Collins checked in for Okongwu. KD finds Irving for 3. Millsap. Rebounded by the Hawks.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical. I'm sure his teammates love having a guy like Collins on the receiving end of those alley-oops. As fun an assist as you'll get.
Here is Durant. After the made shot from John Collins. The offensive rebound. And Cousins gets it to go. And the Nets lead by 3.
It's easy to say. This guy wanted it more. Creating the second chance opportunity and cashing in.
Here's Wright. Brooklyn with the rebound. Cousins has got his 5th rebound in this one. Out of bounds. And look at how the competition stacks up right now. These, the new power rankings, they tell a great story. Take a look at the Nuggets. They couldn't hold their position this week, but remain in the top 10.
And I think the Nets, they've done exactly what they set out to do. Start strong, position yourself early, and then make everyone believe you're a championship contender.
Atlanta shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And last season, when they got themselves to the line, they usually came through as a team up around 81%.
Atlanta making some changes. Reddish, he's checked in for DeAndre Hunter. Kevin Huerter comes in for Bojan Bogdanovic. And it's Williams in for DeLon Wright.
We all know Joe Harris is a dead-eye shooter from distance who helps space the floor. What a look.
Irving against Williams. The Hawks again can't hit.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take. Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You want to continue to build on this lead. Right now, still a little too close for comfort.
Here's Williams following the bucket by the Nets. We have got to see that sensational mobile 1 block again.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
And what a career it's been for Lou Williams. You forget just how long, Greg, he's produced at this level.
And how about came into the league at 19. A decade and a half later, he's still an incredible scorer. Longevity like that isn't easy to come by.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Griffin's checked in for Millsap. James Harden comes in for Harris. It's Mills in for Irving. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Gallinari's checked in. Williams passes to Collins. Outside Williams. Gallinari outside. Collins kicks to Williams. 6 to shoot. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
How about the focus of Lou Williams? Inside, able to finish. Nice.
KD drives in. Cousins, it's good. Cousins has got the lead up to 8 now for the Nets.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Williams can't get it to go. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. There's 10 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Lobbed up there for Collins. Doesn't go that time.
And the timing just not there on that attempted alley-oop.
Just a missed connection, and it happens. I'm sure they will go back to it if given the opportunity.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, DeMarcus. A very good first half for the team. Tell us about how discipline has helped focus the way you guys play.
We've actually been practicing what we're preaching now, so it's carrying over into the game. I mean, we've been doing that so far, and we've been pretty good so far.
Yeah, thanks for your time, DeMarcus. We appreciate it. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. One half is behind us. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. They ended the period holding on to a slim 1-point lead. After a solid second quarter, they built their lead to 8 at halftime. Let's start with you, Shaq. What'd you think about the Nets?
The difference so far has been the efficiency of their offense. The ball movement is really good. They're not afraid to use the whole shot clock. Overall, they're making every possession.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second.
You could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter, sliced right through them.
His penetration was a real problem for them. And then, of course, the monster finishes at the cup.
Well, we've got a moment left on the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. So for Brooklyn now, and the big 3 out on the perimeter. Irving the 1, Harden at the 2, and Durant the 3. Aldridge out there with Paul Millsap. And the dunk by Wright.
The quickness of DeLon Wright is a lot for defenders to deal with. How pretty is that drive?
Here's Durant, and there's the drive, and then Durant with the dunk.
Inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Hunter finds Wright. Now Bogdanovich. It's rebounded by Aldridge. Harden against Hunter. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. And that one's good. Millsap.
Boy, in pick-and-roll situations, Kevin Durant has every pass. The lob, the pocket pass, so pretty.
Here's Wright. And finished off by Wright.
I'll bet even they didn't think the pick would work that well.
No. And they get the major league dunk out of it, too.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
Timeout called, the Nets. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Wright dishes to Bogdanovich for 3. James Harden with the rebound. Harden's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Good, and Aldridge gets the assist. Harden's got 11.
So lethal from beyond the perimeter. Harden is smart at recognizing when he should shoot from there.
Boy, he did everything right till he got to the rim. He needs to finish that.
Here's KD, and then Durant with the jam.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
Hunter, bounce pass,
Oh, yeah, galing.
and finish off by Collins.
With soft hands and great recognition, Collins is the ideal big for a pick and roll. And one of the bigger names in free agency, John Collins, ends up re-signing with Atlanta. Didn't see too much of a bigger market for him during the process. And he fits in so well with the future of this team.
Right, the pass to Capella. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And the defense Capella provides is huge. I mean, a legitimate shot blocking threat who also rebounds the ball at an efficient rate.
Griffin's checked in for the Nets. Harris comes in for Kevin Durant. Then for the Hawks, Alinari is checked in for Collins. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for DeAndre Hunter.
You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
A nice shot by Gallinari.
Confidence and composure in the paint. Danilo Gallinari from inside.
Outside for Millsap. And Harden launches it from deep. Rebounded by the Hawks. Looking ahead, they've got the Jazz coming into town for the next game. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Here's Huerter. And it's sent back by Millsap.
And Millsap, for his size, a pretty good rim protector.
To the middle from inside. And he can't bank that one in. The Hawks trail by 18. In the corner. Huerter with it. Sinks the triple. Huerter's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
Irving passes to Griffin. The kick out to Irving. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Harris's shot is off. The Hawks have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Here's Bogdanovich. And easy 2 points on the layup. Bogdanovich has got 9.
I'll tell you, individually, he is doing all he can. But right now, somebody's got to step in and support this guy.
And the shot is good. Hawks have gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. That is good. And the Nets lead is cut down to 13. Good bucket there from Capella.
Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
For Atlanta, they've gone 7 of 11, a lucky field goal percentage here in the third. A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
Oh, great ball movement there.
56 seconds left here in the third quarter. Harden outside. Pass to Griffin. Harden kicks to Millsap. On the wing, Irving. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Capella sends it back.
Quick off the floor, has that long reach. Capella there with the intimidation.
Brooklyn leading by 11. Here's Griffin, and then Griffin with the dunk.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Pass to Capella.
Oh,
by Capella.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. I don't mean style points. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
Into the lineup for the Hawks.
There's 10 seconds left in the third. Over in the corner, Reddish. No good on the triple. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Nets out in front. They lead by 11. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. Fourth quarter on the court for the Hawks. On the wings, Herder and Reddish. Gallinari is out there with Collins, and it's Williams at the 1. And here's Harris from the arc. They get it again. And Cousins gets it to go.
Well, just great work by DeMarcus Cousins. Persistence, great scoring ability, and that's how you manufacture points.
Knocked away and stolen by Kyrie Irving. Shots good by Mills. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Brooklyn.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
They've gotten out on the break over and over tonight as well. A lot of baskets coming in transition.
Here's Herder. And they pick up 2.
Boy, when he's this deep, it's going to be tough to stop him, especially with a smaller defender.
Harris outside. Here's Cousins in the corner. Irving with it. Back to Cousins. Rebound, Atlanta. Gallinari surveying the D. Good, great play by Williams to set it up.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Now here's Mills. He's guarded by Williams. Collins against Griffin. He doesn't hit that one. Collins with some nice D. The Hawks trail by 11. Reddish's shot is good.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
And it is a major disadvantage down the stretch if you can't guard. This may just come down to who has the ball last.
Timeout called, the Nets.
And looking to stop this run and get back on track.
Really needs to settle his guys down right now and get them refocused.
Some changes for Brooklyn. LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for Griffin. And it's Kevin Durant in for Harris. And a change for the Hawks. Hunter's checked in for Kevin Herder. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey guys, during the last break I heard Steve Nash talking to his team. He's encouraged where they are at this point in the game, but he told his guys things can turn in a blink. What we need to do is execute the rest of the way. So we'll see if they can finish this one off, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. Here's Rush. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
That's his second personal. First team foul. Shooting for Atlanta.
That free throw good from Reddish. James Harden. He's checked in for Kyrie Irving. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Nets leading by 9. It's Harden with the drive, and Harden with the stop.
Boy, that is absolutely gorgeous by DeMarcus Cousins. Run the offense through your big man, and he will find the open man.
Atlanta calls timeout.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Well, poor rotations, poor communication. There's a lot to figure out right now.
Irving's checked in for Brooklyn.
Kyrie Irving.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Williams passes to Gallinari. And it's good. Assisting in the play was Williams. Williams has got his 3rd assist on the night. Irving kicks to KD. Here's Harden on the wing. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. The pass to Williams. And it's sent back by KD.
Maybe the most underrated aspect of Kevin Durant's abilities as a basketball player, the defensive end.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. KD with it, and it's Reddish picking him up. Durant feeling it out a bit. Back to Cousins, and Cousins throws it down.
That Kevin Durant with a nice feel right there. Just lead the guy to the open spot. That is beautifully done.
Atlanta calls timeout. And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Kevin Durant.
And his percentage from the field tonight seemed almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. Timeout called the Nets.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Well, this is a chess match. Looking ahead a few moves and trying to execute toward that.
Brooklyn leading by 6. Harden the pass to Irving. KD against Hunter. Durant and Capella sends it back. And Cousins kicks to Harden. 6 on the shot clock.
Fourth quarter.
Irving for 3. Rebound Atlanta. Collins has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Wright with it. And the dunk by Wright.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
Boy, and not just the aggression, the ability to get to the rim, but how about the finish with intention?
Hey, voila!
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
To the paint and stolen by Aldridge. Floats it up for Cousins.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that.
A little surprise, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same. 1:22 left in the 4th quarter. Moving against Wright. Here's Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
And what an important possession. Capella's been in that situation many times before, and he knows the drill.
Irving kicks to KD. Inside. And it's Cousins. That time on the assist by Durant.
No moment ever too big for the big man DeMarcus Cousins. Go ahead, sir.
And there's on Kyrie Irving. That's foul number 2 for him. And Brooklyn making a change here. Millsap's checked in. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Gallinari's checked in.
Hey! Shout! Shout! Patay!
He hits the first one, and that brings them within 5. And so Bogdanovich nails both of them.
Nice work there. This is a point in the game where if you get a chance to close the gap, you've got to make the most of it.
Outside, KD. 41 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. And Capella sends it back. Outside, Bogdanovich.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
Guys are not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
Irving passes to Millsap. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And there's the whistle. 3 seconds.
Hey, 3 seconds.
Boy, that's the last thing they needed. This game too close to making those kinds of errors.
I'm glad we got to see the mobile one block once more. What a play.
And that is a huge block. Given how close this game is, a stop like that was right on point.
Atlanta calls timeout. They're trailing by 2. We've got 13 seconds left in the game. Guys, what do you think?
And they've got plenty of time to get a basket.
Well, they've got to be aggressive, guys, because the defense doesn't want to foul here.
And the long arms of Capella, using them to perfection as a target for his teammates on that alley-oop.
All right, coming onto the court. Come on, step loud, go score. Brooklyn.
Outside, KD. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. Live from Brooklyn, New York, you're watching 2K Sports. These teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters, and now we head to overtime. Should be a blast. So Atlanta will get the first possession. So the overtime period is now ticking away. Should be fun. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here, brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. And so in the game for the Hawks, they've got Clint Capella who's out there gone. Then it's DeJuan Wright. And it's Bogdanovich in at the shooting guard.
And how about the awareness Hunter possesses, understands when one of his guys has an opportunity.
Harden dishes to Aldridge, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Clint Capella.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Both free throws good from Aldridge.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
Yes. Pushing it up. Here's Harden. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That one on Gallinari.
And this is what great players do. Harden understanding how to deliver in a big moment.
At the line, James Harden. At the line, 1 shot.
Free throw drops for Harden.
You must embrace the pressure and knock down critical free throws. Nicely done.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. To Hunter. And there's the call on Durant. That's foul number 2 for him. Not that one, and the Nets' lead has been cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Bogdanovich.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
Quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
No question he got marked on that shot.
He drops the first one, and that brings them within 2. And so Wright nails both of them. Well, as we saw, 4 quarters not enough. We're just over a minute into overtime. It's Durant on the wing. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Now, Kevin Durant is such a difficult check, right? You've got to guard against the shot, and this is where he can draw contact and make it so difficult.
So he gets them both, and it's a 3-point game.
Well, and a game is tight. You can't overlook how important those free throws could be.
So it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for the Hawks. Falls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot.
Boy, the bucket's been 5 feet wide for him. He's dropping everything in.
Durant with it, and guarded by Capella. Right against KD. Shoots over Capella. Here's Aldridge. Plays it up and punks it in. Aldridge has got 4 points in the quarter.
A proven commodity. Aldridge wants the ball during these moments. Loves being the guy to take that big shot.
It'll go, and the Nets lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Bogdanovich.
Oh, he had him spinning. He looks like he's dizzy after that crossover.
Passes it to Harden. Right side Aldridge. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Durant, the pass to Aldridge. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. That's on DeAndre Hunter.
That's his second personal. Fourth team foul.
That's good from Aldridge.
That and one free throw upset to a two-possession game. Costly foul on the shot that time.
The Hawks have gone a stellar 4 of 5 from the floor since the start of overtime. Bogdanovich with it. He's picked up by Irving and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
And look at how well Aldridge utilizes his size, reaching out and just batting away the shot.
Millsap gets to Durant. Back to Millsap. The basket good off the assist from Durant. And it's a 6-point Brooklyn lead.
Millsap going for the W. He's looking focused.
Atlanta calls timeout. They trail by 6. 27 seconds left in the first overtime. Action has been terrific.
It's a t-shirt. We got t-shirts for everybody. But we only give them out to the loudest fans. You want one? Let's go.
Here's Bogdanovich. It drops. And now they trail by just 4.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
And they go to the intentional foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
Gets the first, and that puts them up by 5.
What we know, guys, unequivocally is when Kyrie Irving feels good about the team he's playing on and the situation he's in, he's one of the league's toughest players to deal with.
They get a hand on it. To the paint, here's Collins. Yes!
That's about reading the floor. Hits his man right where he wanted it.
One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend. Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Well, you like when a guy calmly steps up, knocks down the free throws, exactly what you want.
I'm deep. Collins kept alive by Atlanta. The 3. Can't hit that one. And now we've got the intentional foul.
At the line, shooting for Brooklyn.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
And what a tremendous career for LaMarcus Aldridge. I mean, so many double-doubles. A rim protector, makes plays for others. Man, the list goes on.
From deep. No good. And
all right.
so Brooklyn with the win. They escaped with a victory, although they needed an extra period to get it done.
Yeah, but what a great game. I mean, both teams, I felt like, gave it their all. But when it came to OT, it was just all about sheer determination on their part.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, James. You have seen every type of defense from...
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Okay guys, this is Video Games and Music signing off. Bye bye. Kita po tayo ulit.